Hello legends, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Today is a bit of a spontaneous one. Well, in typical YouTuber fashion, I bought a car, sight unseen, cheapest on the internet and all of that. And well, it's one of the most unreliable brands there is, but it's also one of the brands that makes some of the prettiest cars. So comment below and let me know if you know what this thing is. But in any case, I'm about to hop on a train, so follow me. We'll go and get this thing. So here we are at the auctions, a sea of cars. I'm pretty sure we're about to collect this thing. It's about to come out, so fingers crossed everything's okay. Most of these cars are looking fairly good, Nick. Famous last words, of course. Oh, this is a V6 out of here with the engine bonnet open. Never a good sign. Got an XR8 over here. Probably has a chain rattle like most of these 5.4s. But I'm not one to talk, considering what I've just bought. Who knows what's wrong with that? And here she comes. This is the first time I see it. And this is the first time you see it. Okay, electric windows work. That works too. Just put that back there. So there you go guys, the new project, an Alfa Romeo GT. I've got to say the body looks really good, everything's nice and straight here. The tyres are okay, we've got Pirelli on the front and Bridgestones on the back. Okay, Pirelli on the front, Bridgestones on the rear. Okay, so that's good, the tyres match. The fronts are the same and the rears are the same. Got brake pads on it, which is a plus. Means we can drive it out of here. After a little bit of confusion, I've got the license plate back on the car because this thing is registered at the moment. One thing I liked about this car is all the books are here and it's got a full service history. The interior is not great, seen better days, but all in all, not too bad in here. A few little scuff marks, you know, things we can work on and fix and get looking a little better. This is a positive. The auto down and up seems to be working, so that's good. All in all, it's pretty straight. Let's take a look inside the driver's seat. So in here, you will find all the standard Alfa gear, including bits that wear out and fall off. It's not in terrible condition, but it hasn't been pampered either. That will need fixing. The hood or the bonnet. So there you go, I bought the 2-litre JTS engine. Now the reason I decided to do that is because if I bought a Busso V6, this thing would be a collector's item. And I would be scared to modify it and drive it because those things are shooting up in value at the moment. They're doubling and tripling in price as we speak. But this is only a 2-litre, it's a JTS, so if I want to modify this, I can, and I won't feel bad. It looks like our coolant level is good. We might have an oil leak here. I can see a little bit of seepage. I'm just going to check the dipstick. Is there oil on it? Yes, there is oil on the dipstick. We've got brake fluid, so that's good too. It seems to be starting, so the battery must be okay. Now, I'm not going to talk this car up too much because I actually want to drive it home and I don't want to jinx myself. On first impressions, everything's all right. Let's start it up. All right, here we go. You're seeing this as I'm seeing this. So let's see if we get any lights. There we go. Looks like we've got about half tank of petrol. It's not overheating just yet. Fingers crossed it won't. No real lights really. That's just seatbelt light and the handbrake light. There you go, so I've just got that up. So far everything's looking okay. It's got 72,000 kilometers, which in an Alfa, honestly, that could be a good sign or a bad sign. The good sign could be it's a low-K car, the bad sign could be it's a low-K car for a reason. I've got a slight little tick, that sounds like lifters, but I don't see any major leaks just yet. I'm fairly confident that we're okay here. Let's give it a little rev. I'm pretty sure that that's just condensation. I don't think it's smoking. It's just a cold day here today. We got ourselves a little black Alfa Romeo GT. Let the fun and the drama begin. The steering knob's a little bit loose. The bite point on the clutch is quite low, so that's good. It means it doesn't need a clutch anytime soon. It's always a bit nerve-wracking the first time you drive a car because it's not yours. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. It's steering quite straight. It's idling very nicely. It's sitting at around 800. I'm so nervous. Italian cars, you just don't know what you're gonna get, especially when you buy one from an auction. One of the good signs is the clock is telling the right time, which tells me that the battery is never run flat in this thing. It means there's no parasitic draw because this thing would have sat at the auction for a few weeks, and if the battery is still good, yeah, there's no current being drawn from anything. Steering is angled ever so slightly, maybe 1 or 2 degrees to the right. But it's handling quite nicely, there's no knocks. The temperature's starting to come up, it's at a quarter now. Just gotta keep watching that. One thing you definitely need to do in an old Italian car is watch the temperature gauge. Now I'm on a pretty rough road at the moment, and besides a slight rattle from the back, this thing feels quite solid, which I'm very surprised about because, can you hear that? So that's coming from the boot. I've got to see what's in there. I haven't even opened it yet. I'm just trying to get this thing home first. But besides that, this thing is rattle free despite the state that this interior is in. So I'm pretty impressed with that. It's driving quite nicely. I don't hear any whines or anything from the front, from the engine. These things obviously suffer from suspension issues. They're renowned for having bad suspension. Well, not bad suspension because they actually handle quite well, but the suspension wears itself out quite prematurely. And I'm not hearing any knocks, any squeaks or any rattles or anything from the front of the car, so that's pretty good. I'm going to know more once I get this thing home and take a proper look at it, but fingers crossed, so far so good. Alright, I'm about 20 minutes from home, and hopefully the next time you see me is when I'm there. Well, I gotta say, that went pretty well. Let's go wrap this up. So there you go, legends. The new project on this channel, the Alfa Romeo GT JTS 2-litre 5-speed manual. I must say that despite this car's reputation, or this brand's reputation, this thing ran faultlessly all the way home. Never overheated once, no warning lights on the dash, no noises to speak of. Really, it's just a little bit run down. It needs a good overhaul. So we've got some adventures in front of us, and hopefully not too many nasty surprises. And the first thing I'm going to do is get this thing looking respectable. Cosmetically, it's not in great shape, but we'll see what we can do about that. And I'll start that process in the next video. I'm going to see what I can do at home here in my own garage. And if you want to see projects like that you can do at home, much like I do in these videos, consider subscribing so that you can see when I release new content. And I hope you like this new project. And if you do, you know, smash the like button and let me know that, you know, I'm doing the right things here. But anyway, I've got to get to work, so enough chit chat from me. I'll see you next time.